Hi everyone, in this video we will be experimenting with acids and bases. The goal of this experiment is to determine the pH of household items that you can find around your house. So what are acids and bases? You might have heard of people having acid reflux. And if you don't know, acid reflux is when your stomach acid goes back up through your esophagus and it sort of burns the back of your throat. This happens when they eat stuff like citrus, alcohol, or tomatoes. The other category we will be experimenting with are bases. Bases are basically the opposite of acids. These are things like your tofu and dairy. To start, you're going to need a cabbage, a blender, some coffee filters, a strainer, and something to heat up your water, and some random household items to test for pH. First, you'll measure your water and heat it. I've already heated it, and you'll put it into your blender. Now, watch as I karate chop this cabbage. As you can see, I did not karate chop it, so watch me peel it. You'll peel about 2 leaves, and for your water, you don't need a specific amount. I just used about a cup. It doesn't really matter. You can add as much as you need, less if you want for it to be a lighter color. More if you want it to be a lighter color, and less water for a darker indicator color. So we're going ahead and shred up all of our cabbage. Small pieces or not, I'm just trying to do my best. And then you'll go ahead and blend it. Until it's kind of fine, and then once you do that, you'll take your filter and your strainer and a container and go ahead and filter out the pulp of the cabbage. Be careful not to do too fast, or you'll spill, like I am. Alright. So once you're done filtering it out, it'll look something like this, nice and purple. And there you go. That's your indicator solution. Okay, so we're back. I cleaned up a little bit, and we have the indicator solution that we just made. I put it in here so that we could see better. This one over here is the indicator I made last night, and you can see the color is much different. I think this one I added more water, and this one I added less water. That's why it's more purple. All right, so the solutions we will be testing today, here we have orange juice, cranberry juice, some mouthwash, coffee, we have HCl, ginger ale, and this is just normal tap water. We'll be keeping these two as controls to compare. All right, so let's go. I'm going to add the indicator to each of the solutions. So first is orange juice. Take note of what happens. You can see that it was orange before, and then when we add the indicator, it turns pinkish color. Oh, look how pretty that is. Let's add some more. And it turns pink. Next is cranberry juice. Adding the indicator, it turns a pinkish color, different from the before. See at the bottom here, this is just cranberry juice. It hasn't mixed with the indicator yet, but we can see the color difference. Here is our mouthwash. Adding the indicator, it turns, a pink color. Adding more indicator, it turns even hot pink. Next is our coffee. We might have to add a lot of indicator for this one. I'm not sure if you can see very well, but here it's turning like a dark purple. Next is our HCl. Adding the indicator, it quickly turns hot pink. Next is our ginger ale. You can see it's kind of a light pink, you can still see through it. Uh-oh. And finally, we have our tap water. Water is supposed to be a pH of 7, and pH of 7 should usually be green. Let's see what pH this tap water is. We see that it turns blue instead, so that means it's more basic, not a pH of 7. So here are all the solutions. I want you to look up a pH scale on Google and figure out what the pH of all these are. And try it at home. You know, it's fun, it's simple, pretty simple. It costs you basically nothing, and it's fun to figure out what the pH of your tap water is.